Y'all are actually talking more than me, I think. I'll be right back.
Edgeworth does not talk much in court. He kind of just sits back like, all right, cool.
No, he doesn't. He just verifies facts like, yes, according to the report, there was a storm. You know,
Yes,
shit
all
like
right,
that.
cool. Great.
And the rest of the time, it's just dot, dot, dot.
Dot, dot, dot. Move on. It's like, oh, okay. He's talking a little bit more in this case than usual, especially now that we're getting to the later ones. He's like interjecting more, but
yeah, especially
some of
since,
the,
since a lot of clout is heading his way
yeah.
because of presenting forged evidence.
The last court section was like he just didn't care. Like he barely talked at all. It's like okay, cool.
Call out Mr. Meekins. Yes, sir. Even though I have nothing to do with it, sir.
I wasn't even near the prosecuting line. I wasn't even on the force 2 years ago.
I was just a little baby, officer.
He's like 22. Like he
Yes.
really is.
I wasn't even at the academy. I was still in kindergarten. I am having a lot of fun doing this, though. I can test out all these voices.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
I hear them. We hear you, Domino.
I should have left it on the other music.
God, no. And I was about to read some more of this comic while I was waiting.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, recently I got this new comic series.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called Batman 89. It's a comic series based off of the first two, based on the Burton Batman movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got like the Michael Keaton Batman in there with Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent, like from the first movie. And you got Burton's version of Robin in this.
I love Michael Keaton. He'll always be my Batman. And like the new one, the audio was just balanced so terribly that I couldn't really follow it because I was constantly turning it up and down. And I just got to where I didn't care if I heard what was said.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of movies are like that.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays. Like
It's like the sound effects and the music are loud as hell. But the dialogue is just.
And we have like all this technology now. They should be able to balance it so much better than they did.
Yeah.
Ages ago. I'm sorry, York peppermint patties are so good. Hey, are you still awake? Have you slept today?
Yeah.
Right.
The few times I've like just completely not acknowledged the line, it's probably because I've dozed off. I'm like staring into space, like, wait, why am I not hearing anything? And I'm like, oh, Edward's talking. Uh oh.
Do you need to go to sleep?
I'm okay.
Okay. And take a sip of water.
I have been up for like what, 22 hours, something like that.
God damn.
Yeah, you kind of need to go to bed.
I'll get there soon. Let's finish this out.
All
Yeah,
right.
he'll get there once he passes out during stream.
We just hear snoring.
Yeah, then I end up having to do all the voices.
Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant
Here we
to
go.
the stand. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? As a defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. Alright, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Alright.
He's like, seriously?
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch.
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Yes. Your name and occupation.
Give it to me now before I come cut that hair off.
Well, so...
So, you want to play hardball, huh?
Were you saying something?
Yeah, so... You know how... It's kind of lesser in this game. So, in all the games, the different characters are supposed to have, like, gimmicks. Edward's whole gimmick is he's supposed to be really hard for him to get names out of his witnesses, which is why it's taken him, like, 3 times here. That's a recurring theme throughout all the games.
Yeah,
with them.
I love it. Please, Mr. Gant.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police.
I love the sprite where he opens his mouth and it's like a cow's mouth. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony.
Oh, righto. What's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident.
Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor?
Yeah, that's time.
Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
There are still some things unaccounted for.
Oh? Like what?
Like the role you played in all this. Blackmail, just simple blackmail.
Son, either you're very brave or very foolish.
Yeah.
You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
What? Is that true? I'm afraid so. Chief of Police has the right to refuse to testify.
Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks.
Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
Ducky, you're still awake?
Hello, Ducky.
Welcome back, Ducky. Ducky. Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
Which I refuse.
You may begin your testimony. He just turns and walks away.
Right?
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day.
It's not even midnight yet? Okay. Did you hear Yoshi? Squid does all kinds of voices. Was that a Yoshi?
Ducky. I was saying Ducky, not Yoshi. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either.
It does sound like Yoshi.
When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Is that when Dark was arrested?
Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
That's
I mean,
convenient.
you would have only been able to convict Dark of accidental homicide in it. Oh no, he was. Never mind. I see. Everything seems pretty clear cut. The police chief has the right to refuse to testify. Then I'd better hit him hard and fast.
Dun, 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 dun.
Cross-examination.
As I recall, a ceremony was being held at the PD that day.
Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Dark. It made him run away like that.
Was the defendant Lana Skye also present in the room?
I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it.
So the two of you ran immediately after him, right?
That's right. Sorry. That's right. But Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs, and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky.
What's this about a power outage?
Oh, that.
Oh, that, yeah.
The elevator stopped all of a sudden, and I got the... Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though.
Wow. That's not funny.
I don't know.
Could you tell us what you saw?
It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark. Oh,
Dark
sorry,
was
Dark.
also lying collapsed on the floor.
Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out.
Oh, such fun.
Yeah.
Next to them were those two poor girls.
Lana and Emma.
Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Now, she must have already known what her sister had done.
Ugh.
Yeah, let's go for it.
How can you know that?
Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved.
So that means you found the body near Lana's desk.
That's right. I think you said earlier it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor.
Yes.
Anyway,
Dom, give the Netherlands some of your warmth. It's 11 degrees Celsius. Yikes. Nice. Can we trade places? Is that Prince?
Anyway.
Hey, Prince. Anyway, would you like some more words to say? How you doing, Prince? So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. You gotta play second
Prince,
left?
by the way, Prince, I loved you in Purple Rain.
Oh, Lord.
I can understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable, no matter what the circumstances.
I think murder is worse. Is that really how it went down?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright.
I mean, you got a reaction out of me, so I read my line.
If you're going to stare at anything, you'd be better off staring at the court record or me.
I'd rather stare at you, handsome boy.
No, back off. Only Phoenix is allowed to stare at me.
Worthy, always the smooth talker.
Ooh, what are you eating? I'm hungry. It's good. Instead of reading all the lines, I got 2 friends in here reading with me, so. Which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Oh my goodness, if only he had it locked up in his safe! Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident. Yeah, and Squid, this dude.
Hello.
He also streams. He does a lot of voices. And Tay just has an awesome regular voice. And a very awesome other voice too.
Oh, this clip again. Motherfucker.
I wouldn't say it's feminine, but... Ooh, 2 PB&J sandwiches and a protein shake. Oh.
Me yelling at Sebastian for having shitty stamina.
Gotta do some more cardio.
He needs to stop smoking them cigarettes.
Have we pressed this one yet? Wait, this is back to the beginning, right?
This is at the beginning.
Yeah.
So now we have to present evidence that ties.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's...
Wait, we never checked out this book.
No, we did not.
What are you doing in my swamp? No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the PD. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
Okay.
Is this the entire book?
Yep.
That's it.
There's the book.
Wow, okay.
It's a little fucking...
Right,
a little cute chick with the detective hat on.
Alright.
Did you... Dom?
Oh, this is gonna cost me health, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
What the hell?
Wait, how does this... This is... I wanted to show him my attorney badge.
Well, you did.
Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. And I am starring as the judge, of course. It clearly, yeah, this is just his fail.
Yeah. You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright.
Objection overruled.
No,
it was worth a try.
Yeah.
The attorney badge has actually gotten me some... Oh, we have to present it on the right place, too, don't we?
Yeah. Long story short, we slipped up. Okay.
Nothing to do with the forgery. That's what we can fake. Because he had stuff in his safe,
yeah,
right?
he had stuff in the safe, yeah. Probably the jar.
Probably the jar? I mean...
Yeah, the jar or this.
The jar.
I'm not sure which.
It's either the jar or the...
Well, this says half the list was found against desk. It's probably this just because of the description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we have a shout out for Prince?
Hold on. Oh. There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
What is that? You know, you're probably the only streamer that I watch that has a border. I hate borders with a passion.
Kitty, where'd you go? Oh my god.
Objection.
Oh my god.
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery, but I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up.
Explain yourself.
I opened your safe.
There are a lot of large men in this one.
Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this list, for example. That's the list Emma Sky drew her picture on. What game was that? And now Ducky knows why I watch somebody with a border. But you know, there are a lot of cute people with borders. You're entertaining too. Fear therapy? I don't think I've heard of that one. I'm gonna look it up later. Therapy. Ooh, looks good. Thank you. We need to play more horror games here. Sorry for being creepy. I'm not creepy. Promise. I'm tired. I guess I get creepy when I'm tired.
Oh, we're talking about edgy.
No, I was talking about calling Prince. Harassing Prince about his border while saying I like him anyway. This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar that was sitting in your office was found inside your safe.
Oh, I think that either was fine.
It was found where? You see, Chief Gantz, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in this illegal investigation. Hydrate. He says we have to hydrate.
Alright.
Cry of Fear. I need to play Cry of Fear. Because I'm there to watch a game and you. I don't need all that wasted space. Border is just wasted space. And you squeeze the game so tiny. Chief Gant, what is the meaning of this?
Oh.
Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy.
So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery.
Who, me? Or do you mean you?
Me? Why would I have anything to do with that?
Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence.
I was with a detective. I had permission to be there.
Former
What?
detective.
Well, at the time he was a detective.
Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Rido?
Am I getting old, Dom? Don't you remember dropping 150 subs on me when I turned old? I'm already old.
However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Hey, look.
Yeah? Worthy, my boy. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law.
Including you.
Rest assured.
No, he is.
Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment.
Hey, welcome back, Nico. Yeah, but you can put yourself on top of the game like everybody else. I'm seeing more and more borders, so whatever. But you already got me. I'm part of your community. Well, I never catch you streaming though. What? What?
Oh. You finished it for me.
Well, we're such a great couple. We're completing each other's sentences.
Yeah.
If Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. He's fired. You got him fired, Phoenix. No, not until you're working, Ducky. Never got far in the game. We're at a really good part in the game, so it should keep you very entertained. Yes, well, especially my judge voice. It's very epic. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, can't read. Please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office, and their relation to the forgery that took place in the crime scene.
My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together.
No, Prince,
Witness testimony.
you don't have you don't have to turn the border off if you like it. Your stream should represent what you like.
Yeah.
I'm taking another drink. Hang on. But although I'm not talking right now, so I can let Squid talk.
Yes. Let's see. What was it now? A jar fragment and a list. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office.
Oh, he sounds like Cheeto. He's orange.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I did participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Yeah, right. You want blackmail material for the chief prosecutor. I mean, you're doing fine with the border, so it's not holding you back at all, so go for it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. Protocol in this game?
You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences.
Dumb, wait, did you get Gumshoe fired?
Yeah.
Maybe? Maybe. Technically, he fired Gumshoe.
Yeah, I fired Gumshoe.
Ooh.
Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Wait, why are you ashamed of me? Because I got Gumshoe fired? We had to look in Gant's office. I'm sorry. And I'll totally hire Gumshoe. He can join, Edgy and I. We'll take good care of him, okay? Today is, well, you know.
All right, G. In return, though.
I know. That place, right? What?
Hmm?
Huh? What are these guys, telepathic?
Is the judge on the take?
I'd appreciate it if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations.
Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that.
What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped
What?
Mr. Wright. What are you saying?
Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later.
Later? What are you talking about?
What else? I'm talking about when Rido's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation was illegal.
To jail the Phoenix for tipping a cow? I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. I'm sure I wore gloves. What do you mean by that?
This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery.
What?
If concealing evidence found in a crime scene isn't forgery,
I'm not through speaking yet, righto?
you're through when I say you're through.
It all depends on when the evidence was discovered.
Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation?
It would appear not. It wasn't listed in the evidence list.
Ooh. KingSquiddie anime coming up.
For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient?
Right.
Yeah?
The chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule it out, your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time.
Tell me something I don't know.
Come now, writer. Think about it.
Anime binge, yay. Blackmail. How can you look me in the eye and say that?
Because I'm innocent.
Well, he's innocent.
Oh, then let's all go home then.
Yep.
Hey, remember? Who was it that murdered Neo?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma.
Well, now do you see?
Oh, I won't judge you for that. If you enjoy the episodes, go for it. Do we press this one too? That's the same thing.
I thought we pressed this. Did we not?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It
press
says the same thing.
Can
really,
you skip
Chief, yeah.
the text? No?
Oh, this
Okay.
one is actually, yeah. At the very least, there's one very large benefit you've reached from all this.
Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have. Chief of Police. Oh. The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Huh?
Do you really think I'm that incompetent?
Yes. What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief.
Because he's supposed to be tacky.
The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little.
Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway. This didn't matter to him at all.
Ugh.
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
Sorry.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. Blackmail. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I.
That's
Ducky,
cool.
is it harder to speak English or read English? I'm curious. Chug, I chug.
There, it's out in the open now. Aji, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little?
Yes. By all means, please do. I hydrated.
I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice
Alright.
if there was nothing in it for me.
I guess press this.
That's why you hate subtitles. That makes sense. Nothing in it for you?
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly.
I think you speak English very well.
That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
I said so hydrate. I mean, you can hear me. Squid, hydrate me. Squid, you didn't do a lot enough.
I'm trying to do this fucking thing, and I can't redeem it for some reason. What the fuck?
You can't what?
I can't redeem it.
No, do the vocal thing. There.
Oh,
There, I drank.
Yeah.
It was totally me.
I didn't even. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
You're right.
It's okay.
You don't feel sorry for anyone.
I feel sorry now. No. Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
We're about to
Every
be
once in a
tough on
while.
you.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Oh, that's a good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his
No.
selfishness, would he have helped someone out?
Oh no. Wait.
I mean, he helped Lana out, but
Hmm.
maybe he helped Goodman out, and Goodman decided he didn't want to be under their thumb anymore? True, you might not help anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assess someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
Yep.
That's not what I mean. Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant might have helped?
Save.
I can't save. I already tried. I mean, I would save. I don't say save scum.
Yeah.
What message is bad? You're fine. You're fine, Ducky. We love you. Alright. Would Goodman be his accomplice?
No.
Who's the only one safe? No?
No.
Hmm.
It's Lana?
I mean, she was his partner.
This isn't letting me accuse him of blackmail. This is where it can get frustrating. The shaving guy? Shaving guy's already in jail.
I think it is Lana.
Think it is Lana? You hate the endless beard guy? Wow.
Being this beard is sexy.
Chief Prosecutor Lena Sky. The defendant? Looks at me. I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Gant. But how would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Sorry, sit up.
You're fine.
Do you mind if I take the judge so I can talk more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Edgeworth is like barely talking.
Yeah, I was starting to think that. So yeah,
Yeah.
take the judge.
Do you mean to tell me? Oh, sorry. Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets?
Uh,
Oh, wait. You must mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind.
Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as prosecutor so you could control her.
Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have any proof of this, that I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing?
She would. She will. Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. Yeah, but it's all out.
I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
But it's all out. Ah. You take that comment back.
Yeah. Unless that is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Or which one would that be? Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. Oh yeah, that's what case we're doing. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial.
Yeah, this is the case we're actually trying.
Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Are you threatening me?
That's a threat. Just what do you mean?
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? What?
Nani?
Aw, no,
Order,
answer
order,
in
order.
truth.
I said order. Mr. Wright, you can't be serious.
Huh? I thought it was pretty clear.
This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency.
Yeah,
To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder?
that's what I said.
That's impossible. I guess that.
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edwards said in easier to understand language. I love this
Dumbing
this
it
one
down.
too.
Yeah. It's too late, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
There's no turning back for us now.
Looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Alright, Phoenix and Edgy. Going hard, let's go.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder?
Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gans is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then. Oh, get ready to lose health. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got, and it better be good.
I hate when the health bar pops up on the right. It makes me nervous, okay? But I know what we need to present, so...
Show us the evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7777777.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card.
Dude, it's your registration number. It's your number.
Huh?
What? How do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. I just happened to guess it. A 7-digit code.
7 digits? You don't mean...
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code of Chief of Police is 7777777. Same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
No order.
He's
Order,
losing his
order.
cool.
He is a little bit. Chief Gant, what do you have to say?
Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations.
And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished the maximum extent of the law.
After dinner.
After dinner. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you. About the use of this ID card. Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
We're just gonna let him twitch for a second and growl.
Okay.
What about it? I'm chief of police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room.
Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be there with you that day, would he?
Of course not. Why would he be? I haven't seen him in days.
You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? Yeah, I'm afraid you just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt. Objection. No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth.
Sure.
If Chief Gant met with the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
Welcome back,
In that
Colonel.
case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Oh, here's the health bar's back. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
$5.14, that's not it.
Make sure you're reading the descriptions for the evidence. It's pretty clear if you see the right answer's description. It's not on this page.
Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police, but he didn't finish the report, though.
Right.
Yet you're in possession of the report,
Oh, so this is a long no?
which means you can't
That's
be
right.
sure if he filed it.
He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to.
Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room.
I accompanied him.
There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room.
Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. The chief of police murdered poor Goodman.
Oh, hell yeah. Exactly.
Oh, wait. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
Objection.
You can just change your
Sorry,
story.
but that's not possible. Yeah, really.
Hmm?
According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman on his body.
No!
What is that? What is that?
He went
Chief
super
Gant,
Saiyan for
you didn't.
The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. Right? After the murder, you contacted Alana, the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Goodman's body, of course.
Objection. You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office's parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? Wow.
I was at the police department the entire day.
And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Oh, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I could just order an officer to do it?
Yeah.
Hey, you! Take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so.
Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. All this time, I thought I was a useless clue just taking up space.
How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, you can't use this.
Oh, the health bar's back.
Screwdriver. Ooh, no, the jar. He put him into tiny pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Stuffed him in the jar, and then Lana assembled him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, Edgy's. We know Edgy's car is there. Move the body.
Wording's a little weird.
I can be sadistic and creepy. Love it. I don't know what you're talking about. I can barely scare people with my bitch face. No, not my resting bitch face. What is it? Remember what it is?
I know what it is.
Use Edgy's car. Would be the parking ticket?
Yeah. I think it's either the parking ticket or the screwdriver. I think both worked.
Make me a gas mask face. Are you my mommy?
Are you my mommy?
Hey, who turned out the lights? That one's kind of scary. I don't know which one's scary. We'll go with the paste stub because I've wanted to use this at the beginning.
Okay.
This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
A parking stub? Miles Edgeworth. You mean...
The body was found in the trunk of Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
Objection. You mean I carried the victim's body?
Yep. Precisely.
But wait, even I didn't plan on returning to my office after the ceremony finished that day.
But you did return for the screwdriver.
Yeah,
I was asked to go by the Chief Gant, no less.
Yeah, the typewriter. Why isn't the typewriter making any noise anymore? Oh no, that was a recording. Fine.
He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office, this screwdriver, from the AI-16 case. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
So you see, what you were really taking to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver, but a body in your trunk.
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Yeah, silent. The library. Silence in the library. Dun dun dun! Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye.
Order, order, order. What's going on here?
What is a stream train? I don't know. What is it?
Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations?
Outrageous, Judge.
Outrageous.
Slack.
Shoot!
Think back
Give
to the
better
photograph
accusations.
Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. Photo of the body.
Is a
being
photo of
taken
the body be taken from the trunk?
All right.
We can share lines. We finish each other's sentences. It's cute. Chief Gant, please say something.
I believe
I can fly.
your time's up.
Oh, he's gonna kill us now. My time's up.
Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special.
But the cross isn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Yeah, but do you really want to cut off your testimony here? Weapons?
Like the right to refuse to testify, I'm invoking that right now.
Fine, just makes you look more guilty.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. So, you're going to just run away after all this?
Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy.
He's running, he's running.
He is running.
I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
uh-oh.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gans is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate accusations against him without concrete proof.
Why isn't this proof yet, Judge? Really?
It's not concrete. Well, Mr. Wright,
Your
it's
Honor?
cardboard proof.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Sky dispose of his body. I don't think you do.
I don't think I do.
Hmm.
Do we have any?
I don't think so.
What's not a joke? What is the stream train? What is that? No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
CIG?
That case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Like you predicted.
Yeah.
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, righto. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, IG, I'll leave the rest to you.
Alright. I warned you. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
What?
Objection. Oh, I thought the health was Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth. Another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief can't invoke his right to refuse to testify.
There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Mike Meekins. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
The judge's wife?
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
Wait, I know who it is.
It's Lana, right? He may not be willing to tell the truth. But we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. Defense calls forth
Angel Star.
The
defendant.
Miss Lana Sky.
I was thinking Star.
Oh, really?
No, it's this guy. Yeah.
Oh,
You're
okay,
good.
this guy. Okay.
You're right. Keep going.
He was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body in accordance with someone's orders. Open the door. Dude, we don't have any more water. Hydrate. Everybody hydrate.
Hydrating. Hydrated.
We are hydrated.
Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very
Stay
well.
alive.
The court will now take its final recess for the day. Last recess. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony.
Jesus.
This court is now in
Hold it!
Huh? Chief Gantz, I thought you were gonna eat.
Listen good, Lana.
He's talking to Lana.
I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's just
for
openly
you.
threatening her in court.
Right?
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
No, she won't. This isn't good.
Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. All right then. I've got a lunch date to meet.
In Mexico.
Okay. If there aren't any further objections,
Thank God.
this court is now in recess. Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
That chief. He's something else, eh, pals?
Gumshoe.
I'm not a detective anymore.
I didn't
Mr.
call you
Gumshoe.
detective. Yeah, sorry about that, but I didn't call you detective.
Don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
My office?
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
Sure. What do you mean, Maya?
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said, which, oh. But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Risks. What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
I mean, he forfeits his right to say anything, too.
Oh,
Emma's back. Are you okay?
Yeah. When I came to, I was...
Oh yeah, she fainted.
I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. She did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Hey, this is 6. We needed that. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. Now we have everything we need.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? To follow Chief, she must have shot herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
Including burying a body.
Yep. I wonder if that's the first time.
Probably not. That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Society.
Chief Cat may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery. He can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act.
Is it really the final act?
Yeah.
Emma, why don't you wait?
No, I'm going with you.
More voices in the court.
I want to be there. When Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, right? It's time to end this.
Okay, let me get up and bounce around a bit.
Okay.
Is this the final? Is this the
Wait, this is
final?
This is the actual final bit, yes.
Okay.
Oh, we've been
Where-
at this for like 6 hours now.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go
Shit.
do some jumping around and come
Alright,
back.
jumping jacks real quick.
Right. Right. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. All right.